Hello, it is me. I am live. So, when I threw a couple of cards before and asked Spirit what to talk about, I got a bunch of cards that just indicated current energies. So, I just want to begin by saying if you're going through something really, really difficult, be careful with your attribution. What are you attributing this difficulty to? Like, oh, I'm not manifesting properly, I'm a loser, this always happens to me. There are so many places we can go when the stuff hits the fan. And I know so many people going through this right now. So the Ace of Hearts, the Seven of Spades, and the Ace of Spades showed up with the Nine of Spades at the bottom. And I think the universe is just really telling us you're going through a death and rebirth, the ego death. I mean, the last 5 months, it took 5 months for us to get through this really difficult squeeze. And that's what I would call it, is the squeeze. I'm not the only one calling it that. It's a purge. It's a karmic balancing. If something really difficult is happening to you, I encourage you to consider the possibility that it's the kind of karma. The Hindus call it prarabdha, I think, and it just means the life plan. It just means you signed up for this coming into this life. You're like, okay, I'm going to deal with this big one this time. And now is the time. And whatever you're going through, just try to create some elbow room, some spaciousness, some gentleness, some love for yourself. And especially notice all the other people and the stuff that they're going through. And just affirm that it's okay. Have some acceptance about it. So, right now, my guides are telling me to throw some cards with the specific question: how are we dealing with our karma and whatever is coming up, and how can we deal with it better? Ten of Spades, Ace of Spades again, Eight of Hearts. Okay, so there's a healing happening. I think the Ten of Spades says this is the success. This is the work that you've come to do. And, however you may define success, whenever this card comes up, that's where I go. It's the composite card for our marriage. And so I've thought a lot about this card. It came to me through somebody saying, well, it represents tireless devotion. So, really, the tireless devotion that we carry into this life, we want this, we have these ego attachments. If this happens, this bad thing happens, it means this, it means that I'm a loser, it means blah blah blah. The comparison, that's the worst. Look at what everybody else has, why don't I have that? Somebody's got the perfect partner, somebody, and it's not perfect, somebody else has abundance, it never comes without stress and burdens. Somebody has health, whatever it is that you're going through is perfect for you. The word I'm hearing is the plan. And so accept the perfection of that plan and choose to be tirelessly devoted to the plan that your soul has. I came across the words in a deck that I've been using for a really long time. And it was giving instructions on how to throw cards. And of course, I don't look at that. I just throw them, for years and years. And I just came across this phrase and it said, ask the question, what is my soul's urge? So your soul is manifesting something. Your soul has an urge. We could call it the higher self. We could call it the infinite self that made the plan before you came. What is the plan there? What is the urge? What are you trying to learn? And I know this can be really hard and tiresome. And why are we always coming back to that? And a lot of people say, oh, we're not here to learn. We're here to experience. We're here to whatever, whatever, whatever. And my experience, it's about learning. I know that I came here to serve, to grow, to help along this big breakthrough that the planet is having right now. I think all of us that are soulful, connected human beings, that's what we're here for. So, what you're going through is like the laboratory or the workshop experience from which you learn and then you pass it on. So, say yes to whatever it is. And the universe is telling us have a kind of devotion, reestablish your devotion to your soul's urge. The Ace of Spades is okay, it's kind of upside down. So, the question is, are you resisting this? This is the transformation. This is the new beginning. This is a completely new sense of self. Drop the baggage, drop the litany of things that you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning. I had the experience yesterday of just the twilight of waking up, and I noticed that my nineness, the nine, the caretaker, the pleaser, the peacemaker, it's like instead of being my skin, it was this fabric and there was some wiggle room in it. And I was like, wow, this fabric, this all pervasive fabric that's in fear, wakes up feeling so subject to where is my will. I could sense it as a garment rather than as my identity. And this Ace of Spades is saying this is your assignment, is to disidentify with all of those old things that have been keeping you locked in a prison of the mind. Really, that's, people say, is it a prison planet? Well, only if you allow it to be. So dropping the old identities, the old ideas, and just invite the new. Invite the spirit to present to you the truth of who you are. Who am I really? So the result card, Ace of Spades, this is a healing. It's a realignment with the truth. It is a deep remembering, realignment with our power, the will. 8 is power and will, the will that we came in with the devotion to say, this is what I'm going to do. So settle in and see if you can hear that voice. See if you can hear the gentleness, the wisdom of your higher self. Sense the energy of that voice. How is he or she telling you how you're doing? It's a still, quiet voice, so you have to really work on listening to it. Okay, what's the card at the bottom of the deck? The 5 of Diamonds. So I've noticed a real reshuffling with my desires. What do you want? What do you really value? And I've been able to let go, especially learning from an astrologer that Stuart's in my composite chart has Capricorn as South Node. And I said, does this mean that we were rich in a past life? And she goes, yeah, you mastered Capricorn in a past life, had a lot of stuff, a lot of, strength. And this lifetime, it's totally different. And I just I was like, okay, acceptance. Maybe this is what's happening this time around. Going to stop comparing myself to all these people that I feel like they have all these things that I want. And I'm going to say yes to my soul's urge and my assignment this time around. Okay, so let's throw a few more cards on the change of values. So I know this isn't like just about the cards, but I just feel like Spirit is saying the cards are just the map. What is the territory? What is the territory that you are going through right now? So take a deep breath and just know that you're not alone. Everybody's going through this kind of major purge right now. So the 5 of Diamonds. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit a little bit more surface area about what's going on in the world, because that 5 of Diamonds right away made me think of the financial reset. Hi, my beautiful meta symbology sensei. That is so sweet. It's nice to see you, Jeannie. So, what is going on in the world around us that is kind of reflected in our own experience. And how can we, I don't know, how can we navigate the stuff that's happening? Okay, so the big picture, first of all, we have to have a sense of humor. As I walk, you say, bottom of the deck is 5 of diamonds. I know, that's great. It's so perfect. So there is a very clever, what I'm getting is the behind the scenes. Something is at work with this Jack of Clubs, who is really a genius. And I'm sensing this chess game that's going on, and there is a smile on it. And what I'm hearing is you may not see overtly what's going on, but you have reason to be really hopeful. And some things are just taking time. It's like the Titanic out there. Okay, long range, 3 of spades. Okay, this could be the creation, the artistic, this has never been done before. 3 of spades is something that's emergent from the field, like when we do an original piece of writing, a piece of artwork. Something comes through that's original to that moment. And this is what I'm getting, is that we are crafting the new timeline. And we're doing it from a deeply personal space with our personal choices, our decisions to awaken to, I don't know, to whatever. Jeannie says, and I was just thinking about how I have to tell you, I'm reading my palmistry teacher from Australia today, who is my same birth card and ruler, 5 of diamonds, 9 of diamonds, 4 of hearts. Oh my God, that's so cool. That is so cool. You're doing palmistry. The 5 of diamonds, always into something new. Okay, so with this new creation, what is the Pluto or the difficulty, the big picture world stage that's going on? Okay, 6 of diamonds. Again, it's about the financial system. And this is a rebalancing. And I think what they're saying is it's not just the reset, it is a rebalancing of everything. And what I'm getting is that as we're getting more and more uplifted cosmic energies coming onto the planet, the planet, everybody is just kind of, the planet itself, the people are just kind of naturally shifting, aligning to a higher frequency that I'm getting is just happening on a really subtle level. Like, for example, I had this thought the other day. When you do an addition on your property, and let's say you make your home, you increase its value by $10,000. And then the county comes along and says, oh, you need a permit for that, and that's going to cost $10,000. And I was like, the thief skimming off the value. We keep adding value. And it's like suddenly it was just like a billboard in front of me. And this is an example of the rebirth into an alignment. You know, sometimes I think that's why it's in Pluto, is sometimes it's just really difficult to like see with absolute clarity the darkness in the system. And when you feel that dissonance and you're like, this isn't okay with me, that's us creating the new timeline. Jeannie says, isn't that nuts? And she's a palmist musician and artist. She's me in a different body. Oh, I love that. That's how I feel about Dela. Whenever we connect, I'm like, damn, girl, I think we're the same person in different bodies. So anyway, yeah, have fun with that. I'm sure that a lot of what's going to be coming through you, Jeannie, is like, oh, that was for me. Okay, so what is the result of aligning with this new positive energy is the Queen of Diamonds. This is a kind of mastery, but it's more service oriented. The Queen of Diamonds, she's the truth teller. She's a realigner. She brings things into harmony with, okay, this is the truth that really needs to be spoken. Here's what's really going on. That Queen of Diamonds heads up the Saturn line. I call her the truth teller. And I think it's about speaking truth to power, or perceived power and saying, I am sovereign. I am the power here. I am not okay with this system and the way this has been going, and I want this. And it doesn't matter what your political persuasion is, your beliefs or philosophy or anything. The truth is here. And realigning with that, really resonating with the truth, just the act of resonating with the truth within your body is changing the collective, the planet, the timeline. So isn't that cool? So thank you for watching, whoever's been here. I tried to schedule this, and I know it's not my regular time, but all of a sudden I'm confused about, like, it says go live, and then later on I see the button and it was done. And if I clicked done, it would have just posted and said, yes, I'm doing a video at 1:30. So anyway, I'm going to try to stick with that 1:30 on Tuesday time slot. Yes, and she's the Neptune to the Six of Diamonds. She's what I think helps the Six of Diamonds see their true value, because she sits Saturn, Mercury, and that nothing but truth revealed and higher purpose. Oh, yes, thank you. So the Queen of Diamonds sits Neptune to the Six of Diamonds, descending. And yes, Six of Diamonds, that's one of their tasks, is to really acknowledge, and their karma card, the Three of Spades, their creative potential. So she's that truth teller, kind of adding some grit to that Neptune energy of like, oh, the ideal isn't out there, it's right here within me. Oh, I like that. I don't have a lot more at the moment. Not sure what to do. I think I'm just going to end it here. Okay, Jeannie, thank you so much for watching. Love to you all. Oh, I do want to talk about, okay, so this book, It's Not Your Money by Tosha Silver. It doesn't have a cover, but yeah, It's Not Your Money. Sorry about that, sunshine. It's an 8-week process, and I'm really deepening into it, and I'm writing this really lengthy outline for, it's a free workshop, but as you do it, abundance is going to come into your life, and I'm asking just for a donation as we go through it, because I've noticed a real softening up and a shifting in my own psyche as I pray this abundance prayer every day. Oh, you're so welcome. Love you too. So I'll be doing this on my personal channel, and I'll set it up and make a post and, try to, I think I want to start it before Christmas so that we can just really carry these practices through the holiday season. Maybe allow a little bit of a break in between there, and then we'll already be hitting the ground running when 2026 rolls around, and we can carry that energy into the new year. So be looking for that, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Thank you.